What's up, YouTube? So today we are back with another video, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to be telling you guys about our first date. So with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, and like, and let's get into this video.
Alright, well, yeah, I remember it was, I don't remember dates or nothing like that, but I remember we had went to Stefano's. I don't know if y'all got that where y'all at, but it's like an Italian restaurant we got down here. So
that's where we went, but like, this is how the night went. We're going to tell you guys from like start to finish.
And like, I'm going to try to remember the part when I asked her to go there. That's what I can't remember though. No,
I think I can't remember either. It's been a year. Well, it'll be a year next month on the 15th. So it's kind of like hard to remember certain parts of certain things, I guess you could say. But we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best to give y'all every single last detail. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start. And if you want to say anything, you can go ahead and say stuff.
I got you.
Yeah. So what I can remember is, like I said, I don't remember how he asked me. I'm thinking he asked me through Instagram. I'm thinking. Because we did most of our talking through Instagram. So I'm guessing he asked me through Instagram. And after that, that's when we had set up a little date or whatever. I guess he asked me where I wanted to go. I'm really not sure. 9 times out of 10 he did. But yeah, he asked me where I wanted to go, and we both came to an agreement that we wanted to go to Stefano's. If you don't have a Stefano's, it's like an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, it's like an Italian restaurant. It's either Stefano's or I think it's like Cibo, something like that.
We have both of those here.
Yeah, they both the same like chain type. So
okay, yeah. So it's an Italian restaurant. It has like pizza, lasagna, spaghetti, like stuff like that. Italian food. So we went or whatever. First of all, we were still in high school. This was the beginning of our senior year when we first got together. So we were still in high school, and all I can remember is me asking my mom like, could I go to, you remember? Yeah. Could I go out with this person? I didn't tell her who it was because at the time I was just I wasn't just freshly getting out of a relationship, but like I was going through some things before me and him was getting together. I was going through some things with somebody else, my previous relationship before this one. So my mom knew about that, so she was kind of like, you know, iffy about me going out to
talk to somebody else.
Yeah, basically talking to somebody else, going out with somebody else so fast.
Another relationship.
Yeah. So I remember asking her, could I go to Stefano's with somebody, out to eat with somebody? And she was like, who you going with? Like, everybody that I talk to, if you a girl, if you a mother, you want to know everything about your daughter and where she going. So my mama asked me, where you going? Who you going with? So I told her I was going out to eat. I didn't be specific and told her where I was going. She was just like, okay, well, is it a boy? And I started laughing because I think I told her that it was a girl. I'm not sure, y'all. I didn't want her to know, like yeah, like I just told her like I was just going out with a friend. She was like, is it a boy or is it a girl? And if you a mama or if you a daughter, you know when your daughter is lying, or you know when your mama can catch on to when you're not telling the truth. So she was like, is it a boy? Is it a girl? She kept on asking, and I just kept on smiling. So finally I came out and said it was a boy. She was like, well, who is this boy? Why haven't I met him yet? So that's when I was like, I don't know. Like, I was kind of nervous to, like, tell her, like, who it was. And, like, I don't know. I was just nervous. So that's when she was like, okay, I guess so. I guess you can go ahead and go. So that's when, and let me remind y'all, we talked about this, like,
before we
like, I think it was
a good 2 or 3 days before we were actually planning on going.
Yeah, so this all happened like 2 or 3 days, like you said, before we was gonna go. So when the night finally came, actually it was that morning or that afternoon. It was one of them. And I asked her again. I brought it up again, and I was like, remember, I'm going out tonight with a friend or whatever, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know and remind you that I'm going out. So that's what she was like, okay, that's cool. You already asked me what else you want me to say. Like, she was just, how a mother be acting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when the nighttime fall. And I think my stepdad and her, they went out somewhere. I can't remember where they went, but they wasn't home. They went out. So me and my sister, we stayed home while they went out. And I think I took a nap. I remember taking a long nap, and I remember getting back up, and it was like, cause I was it was late. I don't remember what time we said we was going out.
8:30.
It was like, okay, yeah, cause it was like 7:30 something when I woke up, and I text you, and I was like, oh my God, like, and I think something was going on with your phone at the time.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it was, babe, because sometimes like you wouldn't be online, like, or cause me and you texted off of Instagram. We never texted off our like.
Regular phone.
Yeah, and every time, like, I would text you, and
I don't know. I probably was like not around my phone. I don't think nothing was going on with my phone, but I probably wasn't around it or something. I played in the game back then.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I remember texting him, and I remember saying, "Oh my God!" Like, it literally like slipped my mind. Like, I was in such a deep sleep, like I almost forgot about our date or whatever. So that's when I hurried up and I jumped up, and my mom had this thing where she was like, always call her if she not around, always let her know when we about to leave the house so she'll know where we at. So I called her and I told her, well, I'm about to go ahead and go on my date or whatever. So she was like, you need to call your stepdad and you need to ask your stepdad, can you go on that date? So my mom always did that. Every time like I was to go out or do something, she would always say, ask your stepdad. So I called him. No, at first I was scared, and I was like, I'm really scared to ask him. So finally I built up the courage to call my stepdad, ask him, can I go on this date or whatever? And he was like, he was like what your mama said and stuff like that. I told him what my mama said. He was like, okay, well, let me get back with you. I said, and I was thinking like, and at the time I was like, my date is at 8:30, so like it was like 7:40, about 7:50 something, like at the time. So that's when I was like, well, my date is like right around the corner, like it's almost time for me to go on my date. So he was like, well, I'll get back with you. I'll call you back. So we hung up the phone. That's when I texted him, and I was like, I don't think I can go to Stephanos with you because my parents, they like acting iffy about the situation. So that's when, what did you say something back?
Yeah, I did. I was like, what happened? I don't know. I didn't think I asked you.
I think you said what you did. Ask what happened.
I don't know, because it was too early in our relationship for me to like. I swear I don't think I did. I might have though, but I don't know.
I don't know, but point blank, yeah, like, yeah. I don't know. I think it was I don't know, y'all. All I know was my parents was acting funny, and I was feeling bad. Like, I really was feeling him at the time. I was like, okay, I'm really digging him. I really want to go on this date with him, and my parents acting funny, and now I can't go on a date, so I'm mad. So that's when I had hurried. After I texted him and told him that my parents was acting funny, I waited a little while, like a couple of minutes. I still didn't get no call back or no yes or no. That's when I called them back, and I was like, so, like, can I go or can I not? They was like, no, you can't go. So that's when I really got upset, because I was like, me and him had this plan out, like, for the whole week, basically. We talk about it, we excited about it, because that was our first date. Like, any other time, we seen each other in school and stuff like that, but we never really, like, had a date, like, outside of school. Yeah. So that's when I got mad, I got angry, I hung up the phone. I was just mad. So that's when I called back and I begged. I said, can I please go to on this date and stuff like that? And that's when they was like, yeah, go ahead and go on the date, but when you come back from your date or whatever, don't ask to go nowhere else for the rest. I think they said like 2 or 3 months. They said something like that. Dang. They was like, don't ask to go nowhere else for the rest of the week or whatever they said. I forgot. But they said don't go nowhere else for a long time. So that's when I was like, okay. So at that point, I'm excited. I already had my clothes on because I knew I was going. I was going to find a way to go because I had my clothes on and everything. So I had my clothes on and stuff. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. That's what I texted him. I said, I'm on my way. I'm coming. So after that, that's when we had, I got dressed. I jumped in the car because I was driving and stuff. I had my own car. And I jumped in the car and I was on the way to get him. We lived five minutes.
Something like that.
We lived 5 minutes to 6 minutes away from each other. So it didn't take me long to get to his house. When I got to his house, I picked him up and stuff. And we went straight to Stefano's. Mm-hmm. And it was rainy that night. Y'all, when I tell you it rained all that day, it rained at night, it was raining. It was raining hard. So when we got to Stefano's, we went to Stefano's. We had our little dinner or whatever. We ate. And we chilled and stuff. We had a good time. What did we have? I had chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo or something like that.
And I had pizza.
That pizza was good. We got to get
that. And I didn't even like it. That was the craziest thing.
He didn't like it, and I was eating his pizza. And
that's the first time she ever ate, like, how you put it? Like, you know how you eat off my stuff now?
Yeah, like, that was the first time me ever, like, eating after him or taking a bite after him or something like that. He was kind of I was trying to, like, get him to eat some of my,
yeah, and it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. I was eating after her. It was the fact that I just don't
He don't like chicken Alfredo, so I didn't know that, but he was like, I really don't too much care for it. But I was like, come on, taste it. You'll like it. He tasted. He said it was nasty. It had too much garlic and stuff on it, so he didn't like it. So
And I remember one thing, like, cause I ain't never ate in front of her, like ate in front of her. So I was eating pizza with a fork too.
Yeah, like y'all ever been on a date or y'all ever ate in front of y'all crush or whatever? Y'all either didn't feel like eating or y'all was just eating proper and fancy. Yeah, that's how he was. So, but I wasn't like that. I was actually eating and that was the first. I could say that was actually the first time I ever like felt comfortable eating in front of somebody, because any other time I would have been like him, eating proper. Like, he really like made me. That's how I knew like he was the one, or I really liked him, because I was busting that food down, y'all. Like, I was busting that food down.
And I'm sitting there trying to make a pizza with the fork and knife, and I'm like, bro, this shit ain't working. I want to pick it up.
Yeah. So, we ate and everything, and we had a good time. Afterwards, he paid, of course, and...
the whole time. You take anybody on a date, the dude supposed to pay the first time no matter what. Don't forget it.
Yeah, like, and that shocked me, too, because in my last relationship, I ain't had the treatment that he give me, so it was kind of, like, new to me. I was trying to get used to everything, and, like, try to take everything in consideration, because... At first, I wouldn't let him do anything for me. Like,
yeah, word. It took hella long for me.
Anytime he wanted to do something for me,
put like gas in the car. I was like,
yeah. Anytime he wanted to do something for me, I would always be like, I got it, or I don't want to take that from you, because I always wanted to do that type of stuff on my own. Like, I didn't want another person. Well, I didn't want a male to do. Yeah, I didn't want that. So that was hard for me. That was a real downfall for me. But I got used to it and everything, and we good, and I appreciate him. I love him. It's my boo. But after that, we ate, we paid, we left. It was raining, so we had to rush back in the car. And when we got in the car, I cut the car on. We sat there, we talked. We talked for like, how long we talked?
It was 40 minutes to an hour. I don't remember what we talked about, but we talked for
No, we was trying to get to know each other. We was asking like different like questions and stuff like that.
We used to play like 20 questions all the time.
Yeah, when we had time to spare, or we were just sitting in the car, had nothing to do. Those are the type of stuff that we would do. That's the type of things that we would talk about. Like, we would just do that just to learn each other, get to know each other. So, we did that, and he was working at Wendy's. He still works at Wendy's. He was working at Wendy's. And I remember him asking me to take him to Wendy's to get his schedule or whatever. You wanted to go down there.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to make more time. I didn't even need my schedule.
You did. You did. Man, you just not telling me.
I didn't even need my schedule. I just did that to make more time. I think I already knew what my schedule was in there, but I was like, I want to find a way to meet my time. So can we go to Wendy's so I can, like, you know, check my schedule?
Y'all, he asked me, he said, can you take me to Wendy's? And I was like, yeah, sure. And that's when we went to Wendy's. He went inside Wendy's, came back out, and I don't think he had anything in his hand. But he just came back.
Yeah, I think I took a picture of it or something. Or no, I probably just looked at it. Because I already know what it was in the first place. I just wanted to, you know, try to make it longer for me to have to go back home type shit.
Yeah. So, after that, I took him to Wendy's, and I think we rode around. I think you had to go to the ATM machine or something because you had to get like $50 out for your mama. Yes, you did. You had to get, he asked me to go to the ATM machine. I took him to the ATM machine.
Yeah, I remember that too, though.
We got $50 out for his mom, and he was like, he didn't want to go back home and stuff like that. So we just like basically was just riding around our town and stuff like that. And finally, the night came to an end, so I had to take him back home, and that's how the night ended it. Besides the part where when he was getting out and I left his house, he left his whole wallet and everything in my car. Like,
yeah,
yo, like, and that was the second time that night he done lost his. He left his wallet at Stefano's when we was leaving. And I was like, oh my God, we gotta go back and get your wallet or whatever. And he was like, yeah, we gotta go back. So we had went back and got his wallet that time. When we got to his house, that's when he left his wallet in my car. And I was already back at home. And I was like, my mama was like the tripping type. Like, once you in this house at night, you're not leaving again. And so I couldn't bring his wallet back to him until like the next morning, the next day. So that's how that went. But other than that, I feel like our first date was a good experience. I feel like everything fell into place. Yeah. If that makes sense. And stuff still falling into place. But our first date was like a good example of how we should have got started. What you think?
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, like I said, whenever you're in a relationship, y'all gotta, like, in the beginning, I feel like the male should, you know, well, I guess it all depends, but as far as dates and stuff go, the male should probably be the one doing majority. Like, I can see if she put it in love, but like, she shouldn't have to do the whole thing and do majority herself. So that's just like what's it called?
He was always that way, y'all, and that I really, really like that about him too. But this video is getting super, super long, and we do not want to keep y'all too much longer. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking, doing all of that. We love y'all, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.